Right now, got Chelly the MC.
Hey y'all.
How you feeling?
Great.
Hey, look.
Awesome.
Ain't that what you said?
Hey, look.
So yeah, what's going on? How New York treating you?
I like today. Today was like really progressive. I like it. It was fun.
Yeah, let's for everybody that don't know, Chelly the MC is a rapper from Northeast Washington D.C. You know, the queen of D.C.
Queen of DC.
Queen of DC.
Queen of District Columbia can't come here without a permit.
Let's start at the beginning. When did you start rapping? I mean, not necessarily when you start putting music out, but when did you start like fooling around and getting comfortable with your voice and all of that kind of stuff?
I would say about 3-4 years ago. I was rapping longer than that, but like you said, as far as like getting used to my voice and actually like getting into it, it's been like 3 to 4 years.
What made you start actually being comfortable? Because you say you were rapping before that. Were you not comfortable with where you were and your artistic like progress? Or
I mean, I was always comfortable. It's just things wasn't always going as planned, so I wasn't really in the studio consistently. I wasn't always recording, but I was always writing. So around starting 3-4 years ago, that's when stuff started. I was in the studio continuously, really doing songs, really doing videos, and really like actually working. It wasn't like in the house just writing.
Yeah, I saw. Well, how I found out about you, I feel like it's Northeast Baby, but I went back like on your YouTube channel and I saw the set them up joint, and that's probably like, I don't know, probably like 5-6 years.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing, but it's good too. One time I thought about taking it down, but I was like,
nah, leave it up.
Yeah, I want people to see that.
I think I liked it because I got to see like where you came from. Like,
yeah,
because I would say it's probably like a 3-year gap between that video and the one that came afterward. And I like that video, one, because it's a story, and I always like storytelling rap, but also like it was appealing to me because it made me think back to like LeChat, Gangsta Bull, and like, you know, all the 3-6 shit that was coming out. You kind of had that same energy. Like I don't know if you listen to 3-6.
No, I don't.
Up. No, you didn't listen to them at all.
Well, I get what you're saying, like the storytelling vibe. Yeah.
Was rapping always cool to you? Because I know a lot of people that I meet from DC was like, you know, go-go was the thing to them more than actual rapping.
Go-go was really lit. Go-go was really lit, but I mean, how I was raised, I wasn't like out here, like, so I wasn't like in the go-go's or none of that. I was always like into singing, and I was doing like poetry. I was on poetry hard. Like I stayed in the house, so I was in my neighborhood. I wasn't like, I ain't really have permission to like be out here. But go-go's was lit though. I ain't go to go-go's though, but it was really, really lit. So a couple of go-go songs I do know, but I wasn't like really in that era, like out there, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm just starting to learn about go-go probably like the past 2 years, I would say. I think like because I'm from Baltimore, we ain't listen to it, and there was just a lot of ignorance around it. But then when I actually start listening to it, I'm like, no, this shit is hard. Like, like why was we hating this?
We need to bring it back though.
I mean, I am starting to see like artists from the DMV are starting to like do like go-go remixes to their songs and stuff like that. It seems like people are getting creative in a way they want to kind of revive
I like go-go remixes.
You think about doing
because it just put like a bounce to it. Yeah, I want to know if he's Baby that one so bad because it just bounced. Like that extra bounce is just gonna be perfect.
Yeah. What click from you? Would you say Northeast Baby is like your breakout?
Yeah.
Breakout song? Why do you think so?
It was unexpectedly. I wasn't really expecting it to break out the way it did. I was just making a song, and I actually had wrote the song before I even thought about even making it. It was just a hook that I wrote to like a regular beat, and I had wrote it. I was never going to use it. I was in the studio one day and linked with a producer, and we had worked on one other song, and we had more time left in the studio, and I couldn't find a beat that I had wrote that Northeast Baby hooked to. So after that, we had actually I was like, well, I got something that I wrote, but I can't find the beat. So he was just like, let me just hear it. So I'm rapping the hook to him, and he just put his own beat behind it, and that's how it came about. Yeah, and then we threw the hooks and stuff on it, and it just like, I put up a snippet one day, like, cause it just cranked so hard. Like,
yeah, that song go hard.
I actually got a vlog of us actually making a song. Like, the beat bounced so hard. We was just in the studio. I'm like, I don't have nothing that bounce like this. So I threw up like a little snippet. We was actually in the studio and I threw up like a little snippet and the snippet just went viral, like DMV viral. And I was like, I mean, that's what they want. Yeah. And then I think I wasn't really expecting everything that happened after that. I think it just did it on its own. Like I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't like, oh, this is gonna be the one. It was just like the people just wanted it, and when I put it out, it did what it just blew. Yeah. I was excited though. Yeah.
I think that's a perfect time for us to actually listen to the song. It's True Laurels on Rainbow Radio. We got Chelly the MC in here. The song we about to play is Northeast Baby.
Hey, look. Love. Hey, love. What's up, y'all? Hold your breath.
I'm Northeast baby, bitch. I swam too cold. I got 3 different.
They're gonna like, we hate her mother.
Somebody say he ain't gonna switch her, but I swear I'm a Northeast baby, bitch. I swam too cold. I got 3 different numbers like an area code. I'm shot with these niggas 'cause they selling they soul. They say he ain't gonna switch her, but I swear gon' fold. I'm a Northeast baby, this my side of the jungle.
That's what's up.
So the station on my side of the town. I remember we was posted up outside of the town. You ain't my nigga, I can't fuck with you 'cause niggas get telling. I swear niggas be wellin', I can't buy what you selling.
Oh, she knows to me. That they is from out here?
I just get up and get it.
Oh yeah, I need those videos.
If a nigga start switching, we aiming right.
Okay. I'm a Northeast baby, bitch. I swam too cold.
I got 3 different numbers like an area code. I was shot with these niggas 'cause they selling they soul. He say he ain't gon' switch her, but I swear he gon' fold. I'm a Northeast baby, bitch. I swam too cold. I got 3 different numbers like an area code. I was shot with these niggas 'cause they selling they soul. He say he ain't gon' switch her, but I swear he gon' fold. I'm a Northeast baby, bitch. I come from the islands, bitch. I'm paradise stunting and my youngest be wildin'. I got CJ in the cut and there's Nico behind him. He can perp out if he want, bitch. If he run, we gon' find him. We was trapping out them freeways, we was right on them benches. Sweetin' like we on the freeway, we was right in them trenches. One way in and one way out. I know you heard about the circle. Keep running at the mouth, my Northeast niggas, they a murder. They a murder. I got 3 different numbers like a area code. I'm a Northeast baby, bitch. I swam too cold. I got 3 different numbers like an area code. I was shot with these niggas 'cause they selling they soul. He say he ain't gon' switch her, but I swear he gon' fold. I'm a
That was Northeast Baby, the breakout single. Chelly the MC. What's going on?
Hey, what's up?
I'm feeling good. It seemed like over the past year, things started really clicking for you as and maybe just because I started finding out around Northeast Baby that I think it's been a year since it started clicking. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong.
It's like my breakout year. You right.
Why do you think that's been the case?
I think Northeast Baby ticked it off. I mean, before Northeast Baby, don't get me wrong, I was like locally pushing songs and people locally knew me, but Northeast Baby was like, this is what they was waiting for. I think they just needed like that one hit. But I had other songs like features and other videos that was doing numbers and stuff too. But it's like Northeast Baby was like trademark. Like that's just stamped. That's her song. Yeah. And a lot of artists don't have like that one song. But it's like that's like you think of Chelly the MC, you automatically think of Northeast Baby before anything else. So around that time, yeah, it was like unexpectedly. Right.
Would you say that song, the success or the reception from that song is still like some confidence in you where it's like, I can make bangers all the time, like if I want to? Or like,
yeah. They said this new project, Crank. I feel like it's I love Northeast Baby, but I love these new songs way more. Northeast Baby was just something fun, and I think my new songs are like fun, but they more serious, and it's like it's a different level. So I'm just happy that, I don't mean to bring up the EP so early because you didn't even say nothing about it yet, but I feel like I'm so happy with these songs. I feel like it's just another level. Like Northeast Baby was fun for the kids and stuff, but I got some stuff for like the older people. Like more versatile for everybody.
And when you say more serious, what do you mean? Like more personal, or like
more
people
like
getting to
more
know
of
you
a
more?
message, more delivery, more actual stories, and actually getting to know me. I feel like y'all gonna know me on a personal level when y'all hear these songs. But I feel like people really gonna fuck with me even more. Northeast Baby was just like the introduction. Like, I'm a Northeast baby and I come from the jungle. Come to me. Like, I'm telling you who I am and where I'm from, and this is what we do. Boom, that's me. Next, I gotta tell you the story now. So I feel like now I'm telling you about myself. I feel like Northeast Baby was just like the intro. Like, I'm from Northeast and I can rap. Boom, next.
What would you say before you start putting this project together? Was it difficult for you to be vulnerable in your music? Was it difficult for you to just, you know, share those intimate stories or share things that's personal?
Was it difficult?
Yeah, like did
no,
it take,
not really. It was like a time where I actually clicked into my creativity and I was just releasing everything. Like, I was just anything that was coming to my mind, I was just putting it in there. I was having the right beats and the right sounds, and I was just in the studio and I was just creating, and everything that was on my mind, I was just getting it out. Certain songs I was just being really creative with. Like, I got another song just like Set 'Em Up. And I feel like people always be asking, I really care less about Set 'Em Up because I feel like it was so old, but my fans will always mention me on Twitter like, when you gonna do a part 3? Because you know it's 2 parts.
I didn't know it was 2 parts. I think I was saying the first.
Yeah, it's 2 parts. So it's 2 actual videos. So it's like people just want to, I think people really liked that when I was young. People want to hear it again. So I got a brand new song that's way better than all of that. And I really tapped into my creativity for this project, or all the new music that's coming soon.
What was there a particular session during your recording process that you came away like, damn, like we really made some crazy shit today? Like, I got this. It was actually that day. That day I made that song and I made another song, and I was in the studio one day and I was just like, I came up with the songs like so fast. Like, we was in the studio and we were just really vibing. We was hyped. I had one of my dancers with me, and his energy, I really love his energy. And we was in the studio, we was just banging it. Like, I ended up writing 3 verses for one of the songs. That's how much I was into it. Like, and I really feel like that was like the best session out of all sessions, period. Yeah. And I had a lot of sessions, but that's like the main one I really can remember, because I really just feel like I just clicked. Like, and it's so funny because that actual song that I'm talking about with 3 verses, I had been wrote the hook and I could never think of anything for it. But when I got in the studio that day, I just fully just 3 verses and just blew them out like so fast. And like, I was like, yeah, every single verse is just like, damn. Yeah. I saw a couple weeks ago, Chicho. If people don't know what Chicho is like the hottest producer in the DMV right now. One of the hottest producers in the DMV right now. I saw him tweeting that y'all got a song together. Please, we got a song coming soon. It's not gonna be on this tape, but it's coming soon. It's gonna be a big song, and it's gonna be really different. I really like it because it's really different. Y'all haven't really heard that version of me. I feel like all my new songs and even features and even collaborations that I did with people, it's like I sound like different people on every song. So it's like, you know, y'all really gonna like it. That song is really, really different. It's not all the way finished, but half of it is done, and that's why I said it's already a hit, and I didn't even finish it yet. Right. So I'm happy for it. I'm excited to hear how it's gonna come out. Before we get into more, let's get into another one of your songs that came out this year. I'm pretty sure, In They Place. Yeah, I put these bitches in it. Yeah. It's Chelly the MC, In They Place. It's True Laurels on Redboard Radio.
I put these bitches in a place, they ain't on my list. Baby, we can get it straight when I'm on your street. Don't forget to say your grace when you on your knees. And boy, yeah, they for the day, they don't come like me. I put these bitches in a place, they ain't on my list. Baby, we can get it straight when I'm on your street. Don't forget to say your grace when you on your knees. And boy, yeah, they for the day, they don't come like me. We been working on my street and you can't come and bitch you barred. You be popping in the tweets, but bitch
That was In They Place by Chelly the MC. Got a few more minutes left with the Queen of Northeast DC. The Queen of DC, my bad. The whole DC. I ain't
The
gonna
whole
disrespect.
DC.
The whole DC.
The entire one.
Something I noticed. I'm pretty sure I saw this in the interview. Maybe I didn't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think you were talking about your decision to kind of like piece together. No, you didn't say this, but I'm just gonna ask this question anyway.
Don't ask. I think I got a feeling I know what you about to ask him. Go ahead.
I don't think you know. But Friday, you putting out your debut project, and you just been like, teasing tracks here and there. I think you did have a tape before though, right? I think I seen something on Spin Rilla.
They got I didn't put those tapes together. That was just like DJs just putting some of my work that I already had out together, and then I did have like 3 The Hallway. That don't really count because it was just like 3 remixes, just something to throw out. But this is my first like real project, and thank you to the DJs that did put all my music in a whole joint.
Why do you feel like this is like the right time to put out your debut? Because you've been doing it for a minute, and a lot of artists come out the gate putting out 5 tapes within a year, or and kind of exhaust themselves, or I just want to know, like, it's rare that you get an artist that doesn't put out a lot of projects. That's why I'm just curious about the decision.
That's why I think it's good, because I feel like people that don't even have a bigger following than me, or a bigger like fan base than me, and put out like 5 tapes, like. But I feel like it's a good thing because it's like perfect timing. I feel like everything is like at the right time. I don't like to rush things, because when you rush things, they don't go right. And to know that, to be like the biggest female rapper in my city, like the only one that's like the top one, and just to know that I don't have no project out. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of female artists in my city. Shout out to every female artist in my city. But to know that I'm the one that's like number one, that people have been calling me number one, I really appreciate that. But to know that and just not have no project out, and to still be standing with all these other DMV artists that's really out here making it, and for my name to still be on that level with literally nothing. Probably the other side, I do got songs, but just one hit, like, I really appreciate that, and I feel like it's really good. So I feel like it is time for a project, and it is time for people to hear what I got, and it is time for them to see what's really coming, to really hear my story, and then hear what I got to say now at this perfect timing. Because I feel like it's a lot of DMV artists, but everybody already know the other ones. Everybody already had their time. You know what I'm saying? Everybody already done blew up and got signed and did this and did that, and they done did everything. So I feel like the DMV is just waiting for what's next. Especially DC. Maryland has already been lit, but DC is
like, is real hot right now.
DC is like, we need something next. You know what I'm saying? Just to be a female, it just feel good. Like, I really feel like as an artist in my city, I really feel like I'm really helping put the city on right now, and the project is really necessary right now. And I'm just happy to say that this is my first project now, and I didn't drop like 5 and be still sitting where I'm at, and didn't really make it yet, and I got 5 projects out. So it feels good to say that I made it this far with nothing. You know what I'm saying? With no, just a little bit of content I do have, because it's just the beginning, and I still have so much more to come. So if I can get this far with nothing, picture when I really do got it. Picture what's gonna happen when I really do got 5 tapes out. And when I really do get signed, and when I really do this, like, it's only up from here. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I can't really, I mean, I'm gonna take L's, but it's just like I feel like I'm gonna keep elevating, because this is only beginning, and I've been rapping for a long time. You know what I'm saying? And I've still been feeling like my city really been supporting me to the point where they still keep me at the top bar.
What would you say so far has been the best moment of your career? Whether that been a performance, or it could have been a recording session, or whatever. Like, what if you have one?
Best, I always remember this. This is something I'm never gonna forget. When Northeast Baby really took off, I really didn't believe it. I didn't understand why I was like really going viral like that and going crazy. That was the first time I ever had like something really like go extreme, just blow up. A month later after the song, it wasn't even out for a month. It was out for like 3 weeks, probably like 2 weeks and a half, 3 weeks. Another artist from my city asked me to open up for them, and I was kind of like, I was happy because I'm like, wow, we get to perform it. I knew it like had like this internet buzz or whatever, but I never like seen it in person.
Right.
So I did Fillmore, Silver Springs, Fillmore, and this was my first time performing this. So I was still excited. So I performed it. This is before we even came out. Somebody was hosting, and they was on the mic, and they was just like singing a song, and we was behind the curtain. Like, I vlogged all of this. all I heard on the other side of the curtain was, I'm a Northeast. Like the
Like
whole
the crowd.
building was like, I literally wanted to cry because I was like, I never had a show where the entire crowd. I did like high schools and stuff before, and they knew like certain songs. Don't get me wrong, I had songs that people knew, but
a serious
for
venue
me,
is a
I
little
didn't
different.
even come out yet. I was still behind the curtain. I'm like, it's no way. Like I hear like the whole like, and the place was sold out. The whole place was just like singing a song, and I didn't even come out yet. I'm just like, dang, like that's crazy. So when we finally went out there, we performed it. I did like an acapella at the end. I love doing acapellas. But that was my first time. I didn't tell nobody I was going to do it. I didn't even know I was going to do it. Something in my heart was just like, just do an acapella since they know it. I did it, and we got it on camera, and it was just like lit. Like for all the stuff for me to be going through as an artist in the DMV, and it's really so hard to come up in the DMV because it's hard to get support. So for that song to really blow up like that and everybody really know the words, and it just, I never doubted it, but I never really thought that it would blow up. I just made a song and just put it out. You know what I'm saying? It was just normal to me. But to see it blow up in my face like that, like, and really hit everybody, like singing it like that, sold out venue, and everyone knows the words, that was just crazy. And for me to just post it, and I was just like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Thanks for coming on. We're running out of time, but before we get out of here, let everybody know where to find you, and let everybody know where to find Halfway There Friday.
Y'all can find every social media site is at Chelly the MC. That's CHELLYTHEMC. And my tape Halfway There is dropping this Friday in all stores, and we ain't putting it out for free, so make sure you come by. And we got a whole lot of other stuff coming through, so make sure y'all come through. And this Never Green is my favorite song. All red because the bitch never green.
True Laurels on Rainbow Radio.
Say you's a funny ass nigga, and